Start of the third quarter here in Denver, 21-3 lead for the Broncos over the Chiefs. Welcome back to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle, along with my Hall of Fame partner, Dan Fouts. For Denver, it's pretty simple. They know exactly what's on the line. With the Houston loss earlier today to Indianapolis, a Denver win, they get the #1 seed in the AFC. They've executed well, and Peyton Manning, as usual, right in the middle of it.
Well, he's been in the middle of it for so many years. He's just been better and better, and this first half was a good example of just how good he is as a football player. That kept Brandon Flowers from the end zone. Basically a 4-point play, then a couple of great touchdown passes to Eric Decker. Decker with 5 catches for 60 yards in that first half. And bad news for Kansas City, the Broncos get the ball to start the second half.
First half numbers, 218 yards through the air, 277 overall. The one turnover by Denver, the Hillman fumble, 18 first downs for the Broncos. So Denver's got the big lead over Kansas City. The Broncos trying to move to 13-3 and secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
And, you know, you look at the Broncos as they're lining up for this kickoff. They're expecting an onside kick from Kansas City.
Ryan Suckup will kick it for the Chiefs. A loss today for Kansas City. They'll have the #1 pick in the 2013 NFL Draft. Omar Bolden's going to take a knee, and Denver will have it at the 20-yard line. Only losses for the Broncos this season came to Atlanta, to Houston, and to New England. Broncos were 4-12 in 2010, then improved to 8-8 last year with Tim Tebow at the helm. Got to the playoffs, surprised everybody by beating Pittsburgh in the wild card round, and then got beaten soundly by the New England Patriots. Changes made in the offseason. The biggest one, of course, Peyton Manning coming in after he parted ways with the Indianapolis Colts, and everything has changed for the Broncos now. A legitimate Super Bowl threat.
And it was a real leap of faith by John Elway to trade Tim Tebow away, bring Manning in after 4 neck surgeries, not knowing if he could even play. Boy, has he played.
Timeout called by Manning before we run the first play of the third quarter. Denver 21, Kansas City 3. We start playing this second half. Sean Moreno keeps those legs churning and picks up extra yardage. 8 yards overall, depending on the spot. John Elway, Executive VP of Football Operations, certainly a candidate for Executive of the Year. Ryan Grigson from Indianapolis very well could win the award, but Elway's got to be in the mix.
A lot of miserable Jays trying to match touchdowns with that guy. Fantastic quarterback, turned into a pretty good VP.
Pushing all the right buttons for this franchise. Moreno lowers the shoulder, picks up 5 and a first down for Denver. Good block by Orlando Franklin. John Elway, couple of Super Bowl titles. Led this Bronco team from 83 to 98 and went out on top. A Super Bowl champion. Lance Ball, we have not seen Hillman since the fumble, so Ball has benefited in terms of carries. That's a 6-yard gain for the 4th-year running back out of Maryland. Combination of Patoe, Tua, and Hartman bring them down.
And what we're seeing now is the Broncos' oxymoron offense. It's the hurry-up, slow-down offense. They hurry up to the line of scrimmage, but Manning will take a look at the play clock and take his time before getting the ball snapped, and then hand it off to a running back to kill more time off, take more time off the clock.
2nd and 4 now. It's Ball again. Big hole. Lance Ball brought down at the 40-yard line. The burst of speed from Ball for 22 yards.
Yeah, they're just trying to break the spirit of the Kansas City Chiefs now, coming out, start the second half with everything staying on the ground, and Ball benefits from a big hole on the right side behind Franklin and Cooper.
Longest run of the season for Ball. Moreno is back in there. And Moreno is trampled down for no gain as Houston and Flowers combine.
Actually, Manny Ramirez was in at right guard. Chris Cooper coming back from injury. John Fox told us that he wanted to get him back into the routine, give him a couple of snaps today. So we may see Cooper at some point, but he's had injuries throughout the year, and Ramirez has done a good job at that right guard position.
2nd and 10 now for Denver. First possession of their second half. Play fake. Manning. Out route. Hauled in by Thomas. They are just in sync. 9 yards on the clean catch by Thomas.
Well, watch how sharp this route is, and he comes back towards the line of scrimmage. That allows so much more room for Manning to get the ball out in front and make it really tough on Jalil Brown to try to make a play on the ball.
On a 3rd and 1 now for Denver. Motion man is Willis. Ball gets the carry. Second effort. And it is enough for a first down. Lance Ball, an undrafted free agent. He was on practice squads with St. Louis, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and finally found a home with the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, Dontari Poe does a good job of getting penetration, forcing Ball to the outside, but watch the linemen now all get in and push him forward. And Ball does his part by keeping his legs going. It's illegal to push the runner, although they do often, but you can push everybody around the runner.
Manning on the quick hitter, catch and run by Thomas. And just like that, he chews up yardage. That's an 11-yard pickup and another first down working against Arenas and Houston.
Mistake in the secondary for Kansas City. Arenas was playing off about 12 yards. Manning saw it quickly, got the ball out to Thomas for easy completion and yardage.
Mike McCoy continues to call the right plays at the right time. Brandon Flowers called Peyton Manning the best offensive coordinator in the NFL at the line of scrimmage.
He's really redefined the way the quarterback position's played. His years in Kansas City with the great offense coordinator Tom Moore, then Clyde Christensen. Manning has taken what they've taught him, brought it here to Denver, and Mike McCoy's done a good job of assimilating it all, meshing it with his offense.
Peyton Manning, year after year, big numbers for Indianapolis. Went 3-13 his rookie year, and then after that, it all clicked. One of the all-time greats. Signed a 5-year, $96 million deal with the Broncos. Here is Moreno trying to take it upfield, picks up 3 yards. McCoy is certainly going to get some calls and may actually have some interviews this week for head coaching jobs because Denver will have a bye with the victory. He is allowed to go out and interview for jobs for teams that want to fill that position quickly.
Yeah, and the job he's done the last 2 years is really the reason why he should get heavy consideration. I mean, what he did in committing to the Tebow type of offense last year and then making sure that it all clicked this year with Manning and his style, that's what great coaches are all about, fitting their system to their players.
And it was something the Jets were not willing to do, make the changes offensively. Manning. Oh, it's Thomas!
Wow.
Demaryius Thomas with the touchdown. Spectacular grab.
And this is what we were talking about, giving your tall receivers a chance to make the catch, throwing the ball where only they can catch it over the smaller defensive backs. But do you count on a one-handed catch or 2 one-handed catches in one game? Thomas with the right hand, it was Decker with the left hand earlier. Same result both times.
Body control and concentration, Demaryius Thomas. Denver will take a 28-3 lead here in the third quarter. The highest scoring second half team in NFL history, the Denver Broncos. Thomas, sheer brilliance for Denver on offense. Now they're not playing hockey in the NHL, but they are playing it over at City Park here in Denver. 28-3 lead.
Oh, shot on goal, he scores!
That's in the crate. Was that in the crate?
No, I shot it wide, I guess. The goalposts are 10 feet high. Look where Thomas goes up to get this. He's up 11 feet off the ground with that right hand. Great control of his hand and his feet.
The impressive vertical from Thomas, and your first reaction, even from this angle, is, well, Peyton's throwing it away. It's a high ball. He's just going to live to see another day.
But it's the back of the end zone that's the key. Defensive backs have trouble going all the way to the back of the end zone to guard a receiver because they're afraid the receiver will catch the ball in front of them for a touchdown. So quarterbacks are always taught that if you're going to give a guy a chance, throw it high towards the back of the end zone. And if they're 6'3" and taller, the results are usually pretty good.
Matt Prater drills it. Wiley will take a knee. Kansas City will have it at the 20. Demaryius Thomas. It has been a highlight reel for Thomas, Decker, and Manning today and throughout the season. Denver in control, a 28-3 lead, and a win means the #1 seed in the AFC. Kansas City with the football, 1st and 10 at its own 20-yard line. Broncos crowd the line. Quinn on a dump off. Charles unable to catch it. It's incomplete. Quinn is now 6 of 12 for just 44 yards. On a give to Drone. Leans forward across the 25, picks up 7 yards. Drone is the first-year running back out of North Carolina. Mitch Unrein with the tackle for Denver.
A chance for the Broncos now to get some of their regulars out of this game. See Unrein now playing at the defensive tackle spot. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see a lot of quite an exodus on both sides of the ball for Denver.
Jamal Charles bangs his way for a first down across the 30-yard line, hit by DJ Williams. But that begs the question, Dan, what about Peyton Manning? How long do you stick with Peyton Manning in a game like this?
If I were John Fox, I'd have the equipment man go over and grab his helmet and run into the locker room and put it in a safe and not let him anywhere near that safe.
So you would take him out now?
I would take him out now. I think he's done it good enough today.
Just about 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Charles tried to double back, and there was nothing there. He loses 2 yards on the play, and an injured Chief on the play as well. Jeff Allen grabbing his left arm. So the rookie Allen had slid over to left tackle for Donald Stevenson. Madison in at left guard. We'll take a break here. Allen was able to walk off the field for Kansas City, but a change. Eric Winston now in at left tackle, and Asamoah moves over to right tackle. And it's a problem for Kansas City. Keith Brooking, the veteran, comes firing through.
That's his first sack as a Denver Bronco. Here he is, totally unblocked. But a lot of confusion there. And that offensive line, that's what happens when one of your guys goes out. A couple of guys have been hurt up front now for Kansas City, and Brooking takes advantage of it.
What did he tell our group? That he has thought about Atlanta and Denver in the Super Bowl. He's a former Falcon. Jamal Charles is brought down along the sideline by Chris Harris.
And this has been the formula that's been so successful for the Broncos. Having Manning get a lead in that first half, build upon it, force your opponent to throw the ball, and then you turn loose the pass rush. Von Miller and Elvis Dumerville. And now we see Brookings. We saw Derek Wolfe earlier. It'll be a long afternoon for Brady Quinn.
Another punt from Colquitt. Jim Leonard, fair catch called for at the 21. That's where Denver will have it with a 28-3 lead. 6:40 to go in the third from the Mile High City. Penalty marker thrown far side of the field at the 19-yard line.
That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the punt. First down.
Well, that's the backup quarterback, Brock Osweiler. Does he have the look of a guy that could be coming in anytime soon to you, Dan?
Well, he's starting to stretch a little there. You see him? Yeah,
Oh, there's a stretch.
Yeah, he's getting both legs warmed up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to wear the stocking cap, though.
Osweiler has not attempted a pass in his rookie season out of Arizona State. He has become the victory formation guy.
Well, he's improved each week too. He said that the first couple of weeks he would go down on and lose 3 yards. The last couple of weeks it's just been a yard and a half.
Denver had 12 men on the field. That was the penalty from Ed Hockley. Up the middle, Neion Moreno. Three-yard pickup for Moreno.
And now the other question is, remember Moreno got a little bit dinged up in that first quarter. You wonder about getting him out of the game. A lot of decisions have to be made here as we wind this one down for John Fox. Looking forward, they get a week off now with the bye.
12 men on the field was against Kansas City, and that's why the ball was advanced. Virgil Green with the catch and the run up the field for 8 yards on the play and a first down for Denver.
That's 2 catches this afternoon for Virgil Green. Broncos have a lot of weapons on their offense. Tight ends Dreesen and Tammy. I haven't seen Tammy get involved, but he was so important last week with a couple of big catches.
Neion Moreno remains in the backfield. 5:40 to play in the third. Here's Moreno showing patience, but nothing ever developed on the outside. Eric Berry read it well.
Well, the highlight reel for Denver's getting real fat. A couple of touchdown passes to Eric Decker. One-handed, left-handed beauty there. How about Demaryius Thomas matching Decker with the right-handed, one-handed touchdown catch.
Peyton Manning on the day, 21 of 26, 259 yards, 3 touchdowns. His 73rd career 3-touchdown game. Also his 9th 12-win season. 2nd and 12. Manning throws a strike to Eric Decker. That's good for 9 yards.
And you got to give this offensive line of Denver a lot of credit for protecting the 36-year-old Manning. No sacks today against a team that can really bring it off the corner. Justin Houston came into the game with 10 sacks. Tamba Hali had 9 sacks on the season. We haven't called their name at all today, getting after Peyton Manning.
Jacob Hester remains in there on a 3rd and 3 now for Denver. Looking to convert with 4:20 to go in the third.
29, fight!
4 of 6 on 3rd downs here this afternoon. Manning. Incomplete and a flag thrown. It'll be Tyson Hartman in a matchup with Tammy.
This ball hit Hartman right in the back, but he was never looking for the ball. He reached back on this back shoulder
Pass
fade.
interference, defense. Number 31. The ball was placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
Hartman not agreeing with the call. Here they are on the outside. Tammy trying to get back to the ball. He's held right there. It's tough to argue that call.
Tyson Hartman, rookie out of Kansas State. So that keeps this drive alive. First down just short of the Kansas City 40-yard line.
Hurry, hurry!
Running play to Ball. And Lance Ball, they converge on Ball. A 2.5-yard gain as Toribio was in on that stop. Well, some records that could be broken or were broken. Adrian Peterson now 2,015 rushing yards. 90 yards away from Eric Dickerson's mark. Calvin Johnson, the new single-season mark. Alden Smith, 19.5 sacks. That's 3 shy of Michael Strahan. J.J. Watt did not get it. Blair Walsh has had a big season for Minnesota. The rookie kicker. Fake the handoff. Manning, deep ball. Oh, great snare by Thomas. Demaryius Thomas is a star.
It's like a broken record. Reaching out with his hands. Arenas with pretty good coverage that time, but no match for Demaryius Thomas.
Manning cracks the 300-yard plateau. He's at 304. Denver was trying to get lined up and work quickly here.
Manning demanding a new play clock. He got it, but he wanted to hurry up, get the Broncos at the line of scrimmage before the Chiefs could substitute.
First and goal for Denver inside the 5. Manning making sure everybody's on the same page. Movement. Broncos pointed to Kansas City.
It looked like Jarrell Powell was offsides as he drilled Copen.
Manning still giving it to Hockley.
Encroachment, defense, number 95. After this is to the goal, it's first down.
Well, after the catch by Demaryius Thomas, which was a beauty, Manning was trying to hustle his team up to the line of scrimmage. He got him up there, got them set, and Ed Hockley stepped in and stopped the proceedings, allowed Kansas City to substitute. I don't know why he would allow that, because Denver did not substitute.
Well, John Fox said Peyton Manning gets on everyone. That includes officials.
Sometimes it's fun to get on an official, especially when you know you're right and he's wrong.
6 offensive linemen now for Denver. Fake the handoff. Manning has time, throws, almost intercepted by Johnson. Joel Dreesen, the intended receiver for Denver, too high.
The other part of it, being a great quarterback, is being greedy. And this is what Manning is on this play. It looked like Dreesen stopped his route. Derek Johnson has to spin around to try to make that interception, but miscommunication there between Dreesen and Manning.
First incompletion of the half for Peyton Manning. This is now second and goal. Ball and Hester in the backfield with Unrein. Handoff. Hester just runs into a pile, and there's nowhere to go. A flag is thrown on the far side.
It's like Kansas City lined up in the neutral zone. Another mistake for the Chiefs.
Offside, defense, number 99, lined up in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal. Down.
99 is Edgar Jones.
And that's Edgar Jones' helmet right there, clearly where it shouldn't be.
So now second and goal for Denver inside the 1. 2 minutes to go in the third. Green, the motion man. Manning on a give. Lance ball doesn't get there. Patoi Tua met him and forced ball the other way.
Rupati Patoi Tua is a huge man at 6'8", 315 pounds. Of former Washington State Cougar, goes low, and he just forces ball back into the